Okay, let's start with the lesson 2. Okay, now lesson 2 is talking about planning and marketing in an organization. All right. So let's define the planning. So the planning process is the series of steps businesses take to determine how they will achieve their goals. Okay, so quite straightforward. Then the next one. Okay, explain the planning process. Okay, so you use this diagram. There will be action, there will be resources involved, there will be objectives involved. Okay, so planning process uh, can divide it into strategic planning and tactical planning. Okay, so what is strategy planning? So is consider the factors like what business do we want to be in. Okay, so it's decided by the top management. And the tactical planning, okay, is the question we ask for this planning is how do we meet our objectives? Okay, so it's uh, functional level. Okay, functional level. So they will decide the planning. And art of the war strategy without tactic is slowest road to victory. Okay, tactics without strategy is the noise before the defeat. Okay. So the objectives to how do organization determines their overall goals? Okay. So strategy planning determines the overall goals of the business and the steps it will take to achieve them. Okay. So strategy planning process you can look for this chart or diagram. Okay. Establish mission at the first place, and then after that identify the vision and define the objectives and develop a portfolio. Okay, so here you explain. Okay, strategy planning start with the mission. Okay, so start with the mission. So the organization's purpose, what it wants to accomplish in the larger environment. Okay, the larger environment, so we need to have the mission statement. Okay, so mission statement we use an example like you ask a question like what is the purpose of the organization. Okay, should be market oriented and define it in terms of customer needs. Okay, should not be too broad or too narrow, should be relevant and current. So we give some example on the US company, but I think I just picked some of them like Home Depot. Maybe some of you heard about that. So like Home Depot, we sell tools and home repair items. Okay, so it's product oriented. So market oriented, we empower consumers to achieve the homes of their dreams. Okay, like Disneyland. Okay, Disneyland, we run the theme park. Okay, the product oriented. So market oriented is what we created. We create fantasies, a place where America still works the way it's supposed to. Okay. So another sample of the mission statement like Google, okay, this everyone familiar of. We help you organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Okay, this is a mission statement for Google. So Disney, just how we mentioned already. Okay, the mission statement for the Disney. Okay, so a place where a dream come true. All right, and America will still work the way it's supposed to. Okay. Then set objectives. Okay, set objectives. So business portfolio like a collection of businesses of a company, businesses and products that make up a company. Okay, should fix the company overall strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so like example like Honda. Okay, Honda is a I think most of people know about Honda is especially Malaysia, is automobiles. Okay, so but actually Honda has a variety of products. Okay, so autos like they have different brand, Honda Accord, Civic, Inside, Odyssey. Okay, and Pilot. Okay, then the motorcycle. Okay, they also have different brands. Okay, so the jet ski, they also produce jet ski, and also they produce ATVs. They also produce the lawn mowers. Okay, and also the snow blowers. So this is a business portfolio for the Honda company. Okay, just an example. So this is the BCG Growth Market Matrix. BCG stand for actually the next notes actually have a reference for this BCG lah. It's called Boston Consulting Group. Okay, Growth Market Metric. Okay, so this is a metric that is useful for understanding the market growth and the market share, the relationship between them. Okay, so it helps for the marketing planning lah. Okay, this is the uh, vertical line is from the market growth from low market growth to the high market growth. Okay, so the horizontal line it represents the market share. Okay, so it's from the high market share to the low market share. Okay, towards the right hand side. Okay, so you can see that some of the products maybe they enjoy as a high market growth. At the same time, they have a high market share. Okay, for example, the stars. Okay, stars. Okay, so the stars have enjoy a high market growth and then the high market share. For example, some of the products like handphone. Okay, handphone. So every year they come up with a new version of the handphone. So just for example, then the cash cow. Okay, so cash cow is a product that have a low market growth, but they already have a high market share. Okay, cash cow, for example, like banks or maybe financial institution. So they already enjoy a big market share, right? Or maybe some like stock exchanges company. Okay, so they already have a very high market share, but the growth rate may be slower, maybe lower because maybe you need to comply with the government requirement, get the license, whatever. Okay, so the growth is slow, maybe due to the government regulation. Okay, so but anyway, they already have a big market share. Everyone have a bank account. Okay, everyone maybe they want to invest in the share market. They go to the stock exchange. All right, just few of the stock exchanges available in Malaysia. And next one, question marks. Okay, question marks. Okay, question mark is what? The high market growth, but they have a low market share. Okay, so they have a potential high market growth. Okay, but they have a low market share at the moment. Okay, maybe like something like the product in the future, like electric car. Okay, electric car. In Singapore, they in the next 5 years they say want to impose a policy that 30% of the cars or the vehicle must be electric, using the electric energy. Okay, so no more petrol. Okay, no more using the petrol as a petrol car. Okay, but they want using the electric resources. Okay, the electric energy they encourage and they want to impose policy in their policy. So maybe electric car could be at the moment is high growth rate, but the market share is still low at the moment. Okay, just an example. Okay, and the dogs. Okay, what is the dogs? Okay, product that like dogs is they have a low market growth. At the same time, they also have a low market share. So that means the product maybe already slowly fade away or maybe outdated. Like for example, fax machine. Yeah, fax machine could be the docs. Okay, because more and more people using email, right? Email to send the messengers to their customers. Less people is still using the fax machine. Okay, everything online already, so become paperless. Okay, so maybe fax machine or maybe radio. Okay, radio I think is already almost gone already, so it's a very low market share, right? And it's outdated. Okay, so this is the BCG growth market metric diagram. Okay, then the next one, company-wide strategic planning, developing strategies for growth and downsizing. Okay, product market expansion grid is a tool, okay, for identifying company growth opportunities through market penetration, market development, product development, or diversification. Okay, so development strategy for growth and downsizing. Okay, so this is the strategy for the growth and downsizing. So so we have this grid. Okay, so it's the market penetration, market development, product development, and diversification. Okay, so market penetration, maybe I use an example easy to understand. It's like maybe they realize that there's more and more people prefer the properties, okay, at the price range of 250,000 to 500,000. So they understand this market penetration, this kind of income group, they enjoy they have a better demand, so the better market penetration. So they do a market development. They will study this demand, and then they will develop, okay, this kind of market awareness, okay, and also develop, okay, they will understand the development of this kind of market, and then they will go towards the product development. They will concentrate on what kind of product they will develop for this price range. Maybe it's condominium apartment, or maybe it's a single story terrace house, landed property, something like that, to meet the market needs. Okay, so the developer may buy a land that to have a mixed development, so they will go for the like a diversification. So they might diversify their development into a piece of land. They might have a high-rise building of apartment, okay, at the price range of 250,000 to 400,000, for example, okay, 250,000 to 400,000 apartment, okay, on this plot of land. They will subdivide it for the purpose of building the high-rise apartment, and then partial of the land they might diversify into what? They might diversify into terrace house, okay, terrace house at the price range within 400,000 to 500,000, for example, maybe in Semenit, or maybe in the somewhere near the Seremban there, okay, for example. Okay, so they will do the mixed development, and they will diversify their products range, okay, so to meet the different target group of the customers. Again, this is the planning that I use a developer as an example. Okay, then the company-wide strategy planning. Okay, developing strategy for growth and downsizing. Okay, market penetration is a growth strategy, increasing sales to current market segments without changing the product. Okay, so it's a growth, it's a current market segment without changing the product. Okay, so market development is a growth strategy that identify and develop new market segment for the current product. Okay, so this is a definition for that. Okay, this is a definition for the market penetration and the market development. Okay, okay, developing strategies for growth and downsizing. Okay, continues. Product development is a growth strategy that offers new or modified products to existing market segment. Okay, so they might do a product development based on the current market. Okay, and the diversification, okay, is a growth strategy that through starting or acquiring business outside the company current product and markets. Okay, so they will diversify, okay, their business. Okay, so that means beside the variety of product, maybe they will diversify also their business nature. Okay, so maybe developer might, beside doing the development, they might diversify into venture into other type of the business, also is considered diversification. Okay, so they might invest in the other type of the business. Okay, maybe they are beside they are doing the development, then they might also be a supplier for the construction materials. So it could be the possibilities. And the next one, define, okay, marketing planning, including those activities devoted to accomplishing marketing objectives. Okay, so marketing planning. Okay, so first is a marketing objective. You set objectives, okay, what you want to achieve for the marketing. Okay, so what is the goals you want to achieve, and then after that you do a marketing audit. Okay, so you audit whether you achieve, you have an audit system to achieve what is the goals. Okay, whether later on you already do the marketing campaign or marketing activities, whether there will be a guideline to audit. Okay, set up the guideline to audit the market, so it's called marketing audit. And the marketing strategies, okay, so then you set out the marketing strategies for that, okay, to carry out the plans. And the last one, allocating resources and monitoring. Okay, so is carry out the job, okay, or the operation part. Okay, so and start to monitor whether is the smooth and the process of the planning, and carry out the strategy. Okay, so SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis is on another tools for the using for the marketing planning. So what is a SWOT analysis? So this is quite a popular subject in the marketing. Okay, also it's a hot past year question and answer. Okay, past year question come out in the exam, so you might memorize the SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis stand for, S stand for what? Strengths. Okay, W stand for weaknesses, O stand for opportunities, T stand for threats. Okay, so strength and weaknesses is the internal. Okay, something that internal of the company. Okay, the factors that internal the companies. Okay, what is the strength of the company? Okay, so what is the weaknesses of the company? Okay, so and the external is external environment, the kind of factors is involve what? Opportunities and the threats from the outside. Okay, so maybe I use a developer again as an example, so easy to understand. So for example, the developer want to do a marketing planning, right? So he need to understand what is the strength of his firm. Okay, the developer. Maybe the strength of the developer, they have a lot of land bank in the prime area, prime location. For example, prime location in the Klang Valley, they already own some lands, okay, for the future development. This may be their strength, or maybe they have a strength in the doing in the past experience in doing the project for building up some of the high-rise building. Okay, this is their experience, this is their profile. Okay, they have this past experience, it could be their strength. So maybe the weaknesses is what? Weaknesses is maybe they are financially, they need a lot of money, a lot of financial resources to do the development. Maybe this is their weaknesses. Okay, they may need a lot of funds. Okay, they may need a lot of funds. Maybe they're facing short of the so much funds to do a high-rise building project. Maybe this is the weaknesses. Okay, internal. I just give an example. Then the external, when they do the analysis, they analyze also the external environment, the opportunities. So what is opportunities? Then they realize that actually a lot of people looking for houses in the Klang Valley. Okay, so they have this location, but they also discover that this is a very good opportunity for them to build up the high-rise building to supply and to meet the demand of the customer and the buyers. Okay, the property buyers in the Klang Valley. Okay, then they also discover that there's a lot job opportunity there nearby their development land. So then there's a very high chance that if they build a high-rise building, that the sales will be is very optimistic about the sales lah. There won't be any problem to sell off all the houses there and the property there. Okay, so the next one is tracks. Okay, so after they realize this good opportunity, at the same time they also realize that there will be threats from the nearby development. Okay, in Klang Valley, they not only they have on the land banks, but other developers also have the land banks. Okay, nearby their land. So there will be a threat. That means if they build a high-rise building, the nearby there they are also competitors. Okay, to compete with them. Okay, they also build a high-rise building there. So the buyer have a choices. So it will be a tracks. Okay, so what's the pricing they need to put and what's the strategy they need to make them to have a better position than their competitors. Okay, so they can sell faster than their competitors and they can enjoy a better sales outcome. Okay, the better profit. So this is a tracks that you take into account. Okay, in this SWOT analysis. All right, so I think this can give you some idea. Okay, when you come to answer the question, you put in some of the example like this, relevant to property, then you can easily get the marks. All right, then the next one, okay, marketing strategy and the marketing mix. Okay, so customer driven marketing strategy. Okay, market segmentation is the division of a market into distinct groups of buyers who have different needs, characteristic, or behavior, and who might require separate products or marketing mixes. Okay, so market segmentation, you can segment the group of the buyer, okay, based on their characteristic and behavior. Okay, or maybe based on their income level, something like that. So you will divide the category of the segment the category of the buyer groups. Okay, and the market segment is a group of consumers who respond in a similar way to give a set of marketing effort. So sometimes you can divide the groups into by income, or maybe by their age, or maybe by their behavior. Okay, by their hobby, maybe something like that. Okay, so this is the way that you develop the marketing strategy lah. This one of the way. This one is called market segmentation. Okay, market segmentation strategy. And the customer center marketing strategy, marketing targeting. Okay, so this is another strategy. The marketing strategy is market targeting. Okay, so you is a process that evaluating each market segment's attractiveness and selecting one or more segments to enter. Okay, so you target certain group, okay, to be your potential buyers. Make it simple like that. So for example, if you target a very rich kind of income people, okay, so your product is targeting this kind of group. For example, this kind of product is what? Okay, maybe the high-end product. Okay, high-end product, maybe watch like Rolex. Okay, for example, you target the group, the niche group that is rich. Okay, they have a very high income. Okay, so if their watch, they want to buy the expensive one. Okay, but let's say you target the group that is general group. Okay, everyone can buy, can own the watch. Then your product maybe is like Casio, or maybe it's a normal brand. Okay, for example, a normal brand. So your target group will be different, right? Those buy Rolex, they're not willing to buy the Casio, or they're not willing to buy a normal brand. Okay, so this is how you understand the market targeting. Okay, so if you use a property example, people that they want to just use a very different example. Okay, for example, if they want to uh, do some manufacturing. Okay, so this kind of group of the target group is what? They will be the operator, they will be the businessman of want to open a factory, right? So your product will be the um, factories. Okay, so your factories, then you look for the businessmen that want to, or the foreigners that want to they want to start up a factory in Malaysia. Okay, then this is the target group that you look for. So you won't look for you, since you target this kind of businessman and the manufacturer. Okay, so you won't look for the what? You won't look for the home buyer, right? So it's a totally different target group. Okay, so if you sell the factory to the home buyer won't bother about that, because it's not their, it's the product you have is not targeting the home buyer. Okay, you are targeting the businessman and the manufacturer, or the foreigner that want to do their manufacturing in Malaysia. Okay, so clear enough. Okay, so this is the market targeting. Okay, so at the same time, maybe another example is like if you sell your shop. Okay, the shop have why they buy the shop? Yes, some they buy the shop for their own use. Okay, some they buy the shop to rent out. Okay, so this is two different market targeting. Okay, so if your shop is have a guarantee return, that means you are targeting what? You are targeting those buy the shop and rent out, and to get the renter. Okay, so but if you have a guarantee renter, then if you target those the group that is buy for the own use, so the renter for them is whether have renter or don't have renter, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it will be a different target group for the shop buyer that they bought they want to buy the house to for their own use. Okay, so you need to analyze your product. Okay, your shop house, whether you are targeting um, the investor that buy the shop for rental, or buy the shop for on use. Okay, so there will be two different target market. Okay, understand? All right, so that's about the target market. All right, then the next one, customer center marketing strategy. Market positioning is the arranging for a product to occupy a clear, distinctive, okay, and desirable place relative to compete products in the minds of the target customers. Okay, so market positioning. So how what is market positioning means? Actually is like how you put your market in which kind of impression to your customer. Okay, so for example, if your product is target those high income group, then you need to positioning your product. Okay, the market positioning will be on the to promote at the among those high income group of target customer. Okay, like for give a very good example so maybe if a developer they will build up a very luxury bungalow with swimming pool. Okay, so what is their target? They promote they put the market position for their product at a very high market. Okay, higher income group kind of market. So they will promote the product within the maybe VIP group in the of the those platinum card holders, for example. So like in the past, some of the I think those some developer actually they some corporate with some banks, okay, so they know the red carpet customer. The bank have a red carpet customer, so they purposely the developer corporate with the banks, okay, organize a seminar to invite those red carpet groups of the members in the bank, okay, so to come and join the seminar, okay, to understand the launch of the high-end product, the bungalows, okay, multi-million bungalows, okay, the launching of the multi-million bungalows within a seminar. So those invited one, that means they are the target group to have the the privilege to have the privilege to have a priority to buy the this kind of luxury bungalows. Okay, so that means the developer understand the market positioning of their product, so they only invite the those VIP member, okay, those red carpet member in the banks, okay, come and attend the product launch, okay. So normally they will throw the free buffet, in the 5-star hotel or 6-star hotel, something like that, okay. So it's quite effective lah, because they know their market positioning. Okay, so understand the market positioning. This is the way lah. You know the target market, then you put the market positioning for your product. Okay, positioning your product for the target group. All right. And the next one. Okay, developing an integrated marketing mix. Marketing mix is a set of controllable tactical marketing tools, product, price, place, and promotion. Okay, this is also a hot topic in the partial question. So just memorize it. Okay, marketing mix is talk about product, price, place, and promotion. Okay, the firm plans of produce. Okay, so in order to respond it once in the target market, then this is the diagram. Okay, easily from this chart or diagram you can see the this marketing mix. Okay, products. So what kind of products? What is the variety of the products? What the quality, design, features? What's the brand name you want to put for products? All this is your consideration when you do the marketing mix. Okay, develop a marketing mix. So what's the packaging you want to put? What the services you want to put? Okay, so maybe you can use Ecoworld. Okay, Ecoworld. Okay, the developer Ecoworld. Okay, Ecoworld, so they benchmark their product at the high side. Okay, so the brand is a very high-end brand. Okay, the price also. Then the price wise, list price. Okay, what kind of price you want to put? Discount, allowance. Okay, is there any allowance, or is there any what's the payment period? What's the credit terms? Then another P is what? So it's a 4P, marketing mix a 4P. Then the promotion is advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, public relation. Then the place. Okay, what's the channel to sell? Okay, through online, through newspaper, or through flyers, or through launching, or through open house. Okay, coverage, how you coverage? Okay, how many location you coverage to do the promotion? Assortments. Okay, what's the variety? Then location, inventories, transportation, logistic. Okay, whether the transport facilities available in that place. So just now I use the Ecoworld, right? Say product, they brand it at the high end and the high income group. Target the high income group. Market positioning high. Then the price high. Okay, higher than the competitors. Listed price higher. Okay, discount maybe less. Allowance maybe less. Payment period maybe of the developer can offer their own financing, for example. Credit terms, maybe you can use a credit card, or you can give an installment. Then promotion, advertising. Okay, so the advertising in the way that at the advertise at the maybe the in the bank. Okay, they're using they cooperate with the banks at red carpet groups. Okay, something like that. The membership. Okay, they cooperate with the VIP privilege kind of the department, so they will do the launching there. Maybe they will do an invitation, they will conduct a seminar, so they might advertise through this kind of way, and then personal selling. So sales promotions, okay, sales launching, so they will do it at the way that is can give you an impression you are not just buying cheaply, but it's a privilege you have when you go to their launching, or maybe you go to visit their open house, or maybe the way that the the salesperson talk to you is very professional, or maybe it's give you the impression that it's a privilege you can own the house in the e-commerce world, something like that. Okay, so public relation. Okay, so what is the after you buy, then maybe you can enjoy certain after sales service or whatever. All right, they can offer to you after sales. Okay, maybe they'll give some free gift or whatever bonuses, or maybe a free maintenance fee. If you buy, you can enjoy some of the free maintenance fee for 1 year or 2 years, something like that. Okay, so you boost out the feeling of have a privilege to own the house in the eco world. Then the place, of course, the promotion place you through online or through video, okay, promoting. Okay, so place of promotion, maybe the location just I mentioned, maybe a 5-star hotel, 6-star hotel. So you give you a feeling that this is a high-end project, this is a high-income group. Okay, so whoever own the property, they also is someone, okay, that is well-to-do. They can own the houses in the eco world, something like that. Okay, so transportation also, what's the transport offer, maybe within the development project, they have a very they have a golf cart, okay, to pick you and then to drop off, something like that, for example lah. Okay, so it make it different from the other developers. And logistic, yes. All right, so this is a 4 P's. Okay, memorize it. And managing the marketing effort. Okay, so now come to managing the marketing effort. So you do an analysis. Okay, so the first one is planning. Okay, analysis. First one is planning. Okay, develop strategic plans and develop the marketing plans. Then the next step is implementation, carry out the plans. And the last one is control, measure results. Okay, evaluate the results, take corrective action. Okay, so here you explain. Okay, marketing planning. So for example, I just use a developer again as an example lah. So when the developer do a marketing plan, okay, they have an executive summary, just like an introduction. Then marketing situation, they analyze what's the marketing situation at the moment. So what's the threat opportunities, what is our competitors nearby, what is opportunity available. For example, now COVID season, then people prefer a bigger space, have a better social distance kind of products. Okay, then they will do an analyze in this marketing planning. Okay, marketing plan. Then objective and issues. Okay, so what's the goals they want to achieve, and the marketing strategy. Then in this season, maybe they will do a marketing strategy to target certain group of people. They are more health awareness, for example. So the action programs, then you will create the take action to have programs to promote to target group. Okay, target group of those people. They are more health concerned. They are more aware of the security. They are more aware of protection. They are more aware of the healthy environment to stay, something like that. Okay, so and you also analyze the budgets and the budgets of this marketing plan. Okay, so marketing activities, it give a budgets. Okay, is it 5% of the project value or 2% of project to allocate this marketing plan cost upfront. Okay, so that to carry out the promotion. And the control, okay, control. So after you carry out all this, then how do you control all this the planning, whether you need to evaluate and when you want to evaluate and do a review, whether need to adjust after that. So this is a control that to measure what's the result of the marketing plan, and then whether need to do some adjustment or amendment or improvement later on. Okay. And managing the marketing efforts, marketing implementation. So marketing implementation is a process that turns marketing plan into marketing action to accomplish strategic marketing objective. Okay. So you implement whatever plan you have, the marketing plan you have, you implement it, okay, to carry out it. Successful implementation depends on how well the company blends its people, organization, structure, decision, and reward system and company culture into a cohesive action plan that support its strategy. Okay, so there's always a teamwork, okay, organization structure, decision, reward system, and the company culture of the human resources. Okay, so it will be a cohesive plan, action plan. Okay, to support the strategy. So implement is carry out. Okay, carry out the marketing job. And marketing control. Okay, controlling is a measurement, evaluation of the results and taking corrective action as needed to ensure the objective are achieved. So this is will be the end part. So once they carry out the plan, then they will see the result, right? They will see a result, then they will do an evaluation. They will make sure and do a measurement, okay, whether it's success or not, or whether there's a weakness, or whether there's things that can be improved, okay. So that's why need the marketing control, okay. So operating control, okay, strategy control. So whether the operation of the marketing campaign and program is smooth enough, whether people are cooperative enough, the marketing people, whether they are really do a good job, okay, to produce sales. Okay, then strategy control, whether the planning is okay, or maybe you need to change the strategy a bit, since there is maybe there's a more competitive more competition nearby your projects. Okay, then whether you want to change your strategy, whether you need to give a better offer to the customer, like zero interest move in, or maybe 100% financing for the project, or maybe zero interest for the first year, something like that, if you buy our project, so you can do the changing of the strategy when you come to the strategy control and after do the evaluation. All right. And the next one is a partial question, so you can read through by yourself. Okay. So and it come together with the guideline of the answer lah. Okay. So it's involved what we just teach just now. Okay. All right. So we will stop here a while, then I will continue the next slide. Okay, the next slide will be marketing research. Okay, I'll continue at the next slide. Okay, thank you.